These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. You feeling in tune today?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because these challengers definitely are. Because taking on the might of our quiz Goliaths today are the Musicanos from London. Now, the majority of this team met through working on various musical theatre productions together, with 2 of them even finding romance during a tour of Dr. Dolittle. Everyone go, ooh. Ooh. Let's meet them.
Hi, my name's Richard and I'm a trombonist.
Hello, my name is Deborah and I'm a freelance entertainer.
Hello, my name is Martin and I'm a luthier.
Hello, my name's Graham and I'm a saxophonist.
Hello, I'm Ian and I'm a theatre musical director.
So, Richard and team, hello.
Hello, Jeremy.
Great to see you. I mean, I've got to ask, first of all, which 2 found romance? Because I wouldn't know where to start. So who?
Myself and Debbie here.
OK, yourself and Debbie, that's great. So, Musicanos, tell us what form of music has brought you together?
Mostly musical theatre has brought us all together. I met Debs doing a tour, obviously, and I've worked with Graham on various different tours, worked with Ian on many shows, and know Martin through Debs and his music base as well. So that's the link. I'm the link between everybody, but we all have worked together.
Brilliant. So you perform, and I know, Martin, you actually make instruments, is that
I do,
right?
yes.
Which we'll hear about a bit later on. Very, very exciting team we got here. Good luck, challengers. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. Now, Musicanos, the Eggheads are on a roll. They've just won the last 6 games, so there's £7,000 to play for today.
Oh, nice, very nice.
So it's worth turning up for, and I think it's about time you stop them. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of film and TV. So it's going to be one of you against either Dave, Pat, Beth, Kevin or Judith. You can choose.
Right, well, that's me.
Well, I think it's going to be you, Deborah, yes. We've already plotted that one.
OK,
so,
good strategy we like.
Now, to choose...
Who do you reckon we're going to go for?
Who's weak on film and TV?
Is that, I don't know.
What about Beth? Go for Beth. Beth.
Beth.
I'm loving the strategy here. I can tell there's a
There's
plan.
another strategy. which might be
Yeah, more than one, yeah.
Yes.
All right, Deborah from the Musicanos is going to open things up by taking on Beth from the Eggheads. Please go to our legendary question room now. Well, good luck in this round, film and TV. Deborah against Beth. Would you like to go first or second?
I will go first.
OK. That sounded enthusiastic and that's good. Here is your first question. In 2017, Sandy Toksvig and Noel Fielding were announced as the new hosts of which TV show? Is this Top Gear, This Morning or The Great British Bake Off?
Well, it's definitely not 2 of them, of course. I'm going to go because I think it is The Great British Bake Off.
Yes, you're right. The Great British Bake Off. OK, Beth, your question. Which actress born in Hawaii in 1967 starred in the films Paddington, Australia and The Golden Compass? Toni Collette, Nicole Kidman or Cate Blanchett?
Well, famously, this is she's mostly known for being an Australian actress, but Nicole Kidman was, in fact, born in Hawaii.
Nicole Kidman was born in Hawaii and is in those films, you're quite right. Back to you, Deborah. Which of these is the title of a 2017 comedy series starring Rob Brydon and Steve Coogan? Deborah, is this The Trip to Denmark, The Trip to Spain or The Trip to Greece?
Oh, that's really nasty because I know it's The Trip. Which one is it? So, did you say 2017?
2017.
2017. It's going to have to be a guess, and I'm going to go Spain.
Let's see if your teammates know. Is it Spain?
Well, we think so.
Yeah, they like that, and they're right. It's correct. Trip to Spain. Well done. That's good.
Gosh.
OK. Beth, the actor Todd Carty, who played Mark Fowler in EastEnders, first found fame as Tucker Jenkins in which children's drama series? Was it Grange Hill, Biker Grove, or The Tomorrow People?
Well, he was in it before I was watching it, and I was quite a fan of this when it was in my day, though he was before my day, and he was in Grange Hill.
He was indeed in Grange Hill. All right, so where are we? 2-2. This is good, Deborah, so far. Not got a question wrong. Get this right, put some pressure on. Jason Momoa plays which superhero in a brief cameo role in the 2016 film Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice? Is it Aquaman, Cyborg, or The Flash?
I don't know if I saw this. It's going to be a guess. I'm going to go for Aquaman.
And what, just on the basis of it begins with A, or what? What's your? No, give me an insight. How do you do that? Because it's right.
Good. Oh no.
I
I'm getting my I get my superheroes mixed up, but I absolutely have a big beef with the film, I think, and I know there's an underwater scene, but that might not have anything to do with it.
Right. Okay. Well, impressive. Well done. 3 out of 3 for you. Okay, Beth, you need to get this right to stay in. Dustin Hoffman won an Oscar for his role in which of these films? The Graduate, Tootsie, or Rain Man?
Oh, well, he's certainly in all of them. And my original thought when you asked the question was that he won it for Tootsie. No, I'm going to go with my first thought, because if I don't, I'll regret it. Tootsie.
Okay, Tootsie, a great film, no question. Is it the right answer? Do you know this one, Deborah?
I'm not sure. I really am not sure, because I know Rain Man, he was brilliant in. Tootsie, I think it was the supporting actress I know who, I can't think of her name now, the beautiful one with the long legs, who got a supporting actress. Or was it Jessica Lange got the supporting actress?
Oh, let's just check who wants to give us the readout here. Kevin?
Yeah, well, that's right about Jessica Lange.
So Jessica Lange won an Oscar for Tootsie, but not...
Best supporting actress, yeah.
But not Dustin Hoffman?
No, he won Best Actor for Rain Man.
He won Best Actor for Rain Man. You've been knocked out, Beth. So, Deborah, well done. You're in the final round. There we go. That's how you do it. There we are. We're on track to win £7,000. Come back to us, please. Both of you will play on. Okay, exciting stuff. As it stands, the Musicanos have not lost a brain from the final round. The Eggheads have lost one. The next subject is science. Now, musicians, is that tricky?
Not a great combination.
Martin,
Not good.
what do you reckon? Martin or?
I'm no good.
Rennie.
Martin, do you want to take science?
I'll take it.
Yeah, Martin will be
All
our
right.
representative for science.
Luthia against anyone but Beth. Who would you like?
Well, I think I would like to take on Dave.
Wow.
Tremendous knowledge, Dave. All right. Martin from the Musicanos to take on Dave from the Eggheads on Science. Let's see if the challengers can make it too. Please go to the question room now. Well, Martin, I feel bad. I feel we should have got you on music because you are a luthier.
Indeed.
Which means you make just lutes or guitars or?
I concentrate on guitars, although it's any stringed instrument.
Wonderful. OK, Martin, science. Do you want to go first or second?
I'd like to go first, please.
Here we go. Which of these is another name for the African aardvark? Skunk bear, ant bear, or honey bear?
I'm pretty sure it's not a skunk bear. Definitely an ant bear.
Yes, ant bear is correct. Well done. Dave, olfaction is another name for which of the senses? Taste, smell, or touch?
I get these wrong all the time. Oh, no. That's terrible. I'm going to have to go with what my first instinct was, because I really wasn't expecting this with smell, but I've got no... I can get this wrong.
Smell is the right answer. OK, Martin. In 1911, Marie Curie won a Nobel Prize in which category, having already won the Nobel Physics Prize in 1903? Peace, medicine, or chemistry?
I don't think it's peace. And I don't think they had a use for radium in medicine, so I would say chemistry.
Chemistry is correct. That's good, well done. Not easy. OK, Dave, they're playing well, aren't they?
Playing very well.
Dave, which species of dinosaur, whose name means great lizard, was the first non-avian dinosaur to be named by the Reverend William Buckland in the 1820s? Megalosaurus, Apatosaurus, or Argentinosaurus?
Well, great, I would have gone with Mega. So, not very good with my dinosaurs, but I'm going to go Megalosaurus, please.
Megalosaurus is the correct answer. Your question, Martin. Which German-born rocket scientist was the first president of America's National Space Association in 1974? Is it Dieter Grau, Walter Jacobi, or Werner von Braun?
Well, I've only heard of one of them, and he was a famous rocketeer. So it's not Dieter Grau, it's not Walter Jacobi. I would go for Werner von Braun.
And Werner von Braun is quite right. There's something interesting. This guy is a mine of quiz information, Werner von Braun. Pat, you got anything on here?
Well, he was
Beth,
a key man in German rocketry during World War II, the V2. And after the war, the Americans made a great effort to scoop up as many of these rocket scientists, and they brought them to America. And over the years, that became part of the core of America's space effort.
Amazing. All right, Dave, here we are again.
Yep,
They're playing very, very well.
playing brilliantly.
And if you get this wrong, you're going to be out as well with Beth. Here we go. What is the chemical symbol for rubidium? Dave, is it RB, RU, or IM?
Right, I thought RU was ruthenium. Could be wrong. Yeah, I'm going to go RB, but again, no certainty at all.
RB is rubidium, Dave. Well done. Saved yourself. 3 questions each we've had. Scores are level. Challengers haven't got one wrong yet. Martin, we go to sudden death. It gets a bit harder. I don't give you alternative answers.
Okay.
Leo Baekeland, who invented the form of plastic called Bakelite, was born in which country? His name is spelt like this, Leo, and then Baekeland.
Well, it's one of the Low Countries from the name. I would guess it would be Belgium.
Belgium is correct. He's another one who went to the USA. Dave, feeling the pressure here?
Yeah, very much so.
Autotomy is the name for the ability some creatures have to shed or discard what, often as a defensive tactic?
What's the spelling, please?
Autotomy.
It's either skin or feathers. It's 50-50 day today for me. I'm going to go skin and fall on my sword.
Yep, you're falling on your sword because it's limbs. So it's
All right,
more,
fair enough.
It's more dramatic. Legs, arms, tails, claws, all of that stuff. Dave, you've been knocked out. Well done, Martin. Now Luthia is in the final. It's looking interesting, this contest, isn't it? So the Eggheads in a little existential crisis. Do return to us, rejoin your teams, and we'll play round 3. As it stands, the Musicanos have not lost any brains from the final round. You're doing really well here. Keep the pressure on. You've got to dislodge some of the others as well. The Eggheads have lost 2 brains, and they are quietly panicking. The next subject is arts and books. That's going to be great for you, isn't it? It's gone.
I think that was me as well, wasn't it?
Music is art.
Graham?
Can you? Not me, please.
Graham?
I think it's got to be.
Yeah.
It was my spare, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're going to go with Graham.
All right.
We're going to take Graham for that one. Steve, Graham.
Saxophonist against, and you can have Pat or Kevin or Judith.
Pat, please join me.
Okay, Graham from the Musicanos, trying to take out Pat, known as the Shark. To ensure there's no conferring, please go to the question room. Graham, arts and books against the great Pat. Would you like to go first or second?
I'd like to go first, please.
And here we go. Which writer created the children's characters Noddy and Big Ears? Enid Blyton, Beatrix Potter, or Roald Dahl?
I'm thinking that Beatrix Potter was more animals with her characters. I don't think it was Roald Dahl because he was Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. So I'm going to go for Enid Blyton.
Enid Blyton's right. I know it's going to be sort of panic-inducing to be in that room, so I understand your caution. Pat, your question. Bob Cratchit is a character in which work by Charles Dickens? Oliver Twist, A Christmas Carol, or David Copperfield?
I think, although all the Dickens books are packed with legions of characters, I think Bob pops up in A Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol is correct. Graham, your second question. Which poet wrote the following lines? You smug-faced crowds with kindling eye who cheer when soldier lads march by. Sneak home and pray you'll never know the hell where youth and laughter go. Who wrote that? Wilfred Owen, Siegfried Sassoon, or T.S. Eliot?
Ooh, it's taking me back to my school days here. I'm being drawn to Wilfred Owen. So, Wilfred Owen.
Wilfred Owen is wrong.
Okay.
Siegfried Sassoon is the answer. All right, Pat, your question to take the lead. Who's the central character of the novel Colonel's Son, written by Kingsley Amis and published in 1968 under the pseudonym Robert Markham? Tarzan, Sherlock Holmes, or James Bond?
I think Kingsley Amis is one of several authors who have written Bond stories, so I think it's James Bond.
Yes, it is James Bond. So Pat is in the lead here, and it means, Graham, you need to get this one right to stay in. The artist, Victor Passmore, was a pioneer of what sort of art in Britain in the 1940s and 1950s? Abstract art, symbolism, or photorealist art?
So, post-war, I am going to go for symbolism.
Is that right, Pat?
I've heard of Passmore. I wouldn't be confident. I'd have gone for abstract art, but I wouldn't be confident.
Abstract art is the answer. Sorry, Graham, knocked out by Pat, who's a fearsome quizzer. And Pat will be in the final round. So one more round to play before the final. Please return to us and we'll play it. Could be a crucial moment in the contest, this. The Musicanos have lost a brain now from the final round. The Eggheads have lost 2. The next subject is history. So, Richard and team, who's it going to be, Ian or Richard?
What do you reckon, Ian?
You're captain, mate.
Could you go up for the team?
Can I take one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ian.
Nominate Ian for the team.
Right.
I feel you should have had music in here, and it's just so random. So random. So, against which Egghead? And you've got left Kevin and Judith on the end.
I'm going to challenge Judith, please.
Okay. Ian from the Musicanos plays Judith from the Eggheads. Last round before the final. Please take your positions. So, Ian, musical theatre is your thing.
That's right, Jeremy.
And I know you've been nominated for 2 Olivier Awards.
Yep, 2 nominations, but sadly no wins yet.
For which particular works?
The first one was a ska musical about 10 years ago called The Big Life. And we were nominated, unfortunately, against a musical you might have heard of, Billy Elliot.
Okay.
Which seemed to pip us at the post. But
yeah.
It was a great, great musical. Definitely the best experience of my life.
And you and I have met a few times because you're very good friends with my cousin.
I am indeed.
Seeing you today, I didn't know you were coming in, so I thought, wow. So he'll doubtless be watching and cheering you on.
He will. I hope he will.
Good stuff. Against Judith, and here we are on history. I know it's not your first choice of subject, Ian. Would you like to go first or second?
Certainly is not my first choice of subject. I will go first, though, please.
Here we are. Which of these historical figures was born first, Ian? Mao Zedong, Napoleon Bonaparte, or Ivan the Terrible?
Unfortunately, I don't know much about Mao Zedong. I'm going to go for Ivan the Terrible.
I'm so glad you did. You're right. Well done. All right, Judith. Which of these people died of typhoid in 1861? Prince Albert, Rasputin, or Christopher Columbus?
Well, not Rasputin, because he was shot about 9 times before he died, didn't he? It was Prince Albert, and Victoria blamed Edward forever after for giving it to him.
Prince Albert is right, and she mourned him, didn't she?
Forever.
Albert
yes.
Memorial and all that?
Yes, and wearing black till the day she died.
Yeah. OK, your question, Ian. Who was the Prime Minister of Prussia when that country defeated France in the War of 1870 to 71? Frederick the Great, Otto von Bismarck, or Wilhelm Marx?
I'm pretty sure it's not Otto von Bismarck. Oh, this is really hard. I'm going to plump for Wilhelm Marx.
Ian, sorry, that was wrong. It's Otto von Bismarck. Judith, a chance for you to take the lead. The Abraham Lincoln Brigade was a force of international volunteers who participated in which 20th century war? Spanish Civil War, Vietnam War, or World War II?
Well, the Spanish Civil War was famous for having volunteers. I mean, otherwise it was non-volunteers who were made to fight in World War I, Vietnam. So I think I'll plump for the Spanish Civil War.
You've got it right. Well done. Yeah, it's the international volunteers bit, I think, led you there.
Yeah.
Rightly so. Okay, Ian, you need to get this right. Stay in. Keep the stress low. Nicholas II, the last emperor of Russia, was first cousins with which British monarch? George VI, Edward VIII, or George V?
This is pretty relevant to my life, actually. It's connected with a musical. I'm going to go with George V.
How is it connected with a musical? You've got to tell us.
I'm writing a musical about this period in history.
Really?
I am, indeed.
George V is quite right. Well done, Ian.
Thank you.
It always helps to have written a musical on the answer. It does definitely help. But Judith, you've still got the advantage here if you get this right. Penda and Wulfhere were both rulers of which Anglo-Saxon kingdom? Wessex, Mercia, or Northumbria?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think it's Northumbria. But I'm just not sure about whether Mercia was an Anglo-Saxon kingdom or only Wessex. I think I'm going to say Mercia.
Mercia's right, Judith.
Is it?
You did it.
Well,
Sorry,
sort of
Ian.
instinct somewhere.
I was looking at.
Sorry.
I didn't think you were going to go near that one.
Well, I just wasn't sure whether it was Anglo-Saxon or not.
Yep. Well, it is. It was.
Luckily, it was.
And it always will be. Judith, you're in the final round. Sorry, Ian, knocked out, but a stout performance there. Solid.
Thank you.
And come back to us, both of you. We're going to play the final round for £7,000. All right, this is what we've been playing towards. It is time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads are not allowed to take part in this round. So Graham and Ian from the Musicanos and Dave and Beth from the Eggheads, who've staged this comeback. Would you please now leave the studio? All right, Richard, Deborah, Martin, you're playing to win the Musicanos £7,000.
Absolutely.
Pat, Kevin and Judith, you're playing for something that money can't buy, which is just to shore up the Eggheads' reputation, keep the run going, turn it into a roll maybe. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time they are all general knowledge. You may confer. So challengers, the question is, can your 3 brains defeat those 3 over there? Simple as that. Would you like to go first or second, Richard?
I'd like to go first, please, Jeremy.
Here we go with your first question. What is the official language of Austria? Is it French, Danish, or German?
I don't think it's a trick question.
No, it's going to be German, isn't it?
It has to be German.
Definitely German. I think there's no trick question there. You happy with that, Martin?
I am.
You happy with that, Deborah? Yes. We're going to go, Jeremy, with German.
German is correct. Well done. Not a trick question. No trick questions here. Your question, Eggheads. Which American celebrity was robbed of an estimated £8 million in jewellery by armed thieves in a Paris apartment in 2016? Was this Taylor Swift, Paris Hilton, or Kim Kardashian?
Kim Kardashian.
That was Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian is correct. OK, challengers. In 2017, Edward Enninful became the first ever male editor of which magazine? British Vogue, Town and Country, or Tatler?
I would have said that's not a British name.
Right.
More likely to be American. So I wouldn't go for British Vogue on that basis.
So you'd be looking at Tatler for that one.
It's a guess.
Yeah, mine's between Town and Country and Tatler, but I think probably Tatler, actually. Or has that ever been female, though?
I don't know.
Do you want to go for Tatler?
So we go for Tatler then, yeah? It's a punt.
Punt.
OK, Jeremy, we're going to go with Tatler.
All right, the key word here is male. So we're looking for a magazine that's only ever had female editors. And Tatler is a fashion magazine. It could have...
No, it's a sort of social magazine.
Social. Would it have been all female editors, or would it?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
I'm thinking
no.
it's probably
Geordie
had...
Gregg, or whatever he's called.
Oh, Geordie Gregg was Tatler.
Yeah.
Okay, so this person would not have been the first ever male editor, whoever Edward Enninful is. The answer is, and the reason it was a news story is that it's British Vogue, which has always had females.
Yes.
Right.
Alexandra Schulman was the last one.
British Vogue was the answer. Okay, Eggheads, your question to take the lead. Which Greek god had a statue at Olympia, which was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world? Was it Helios, Zeus, or Apollo?
It's Zeus. Isn't it? Yeah,
Oh, it's a statue of
yeah.
Zeus
The
at Olympia.
statue of Zeus at Olympia. Zeus.
Zeus is correct. Now they've pulled ahead. That's worrying. You've got to get this one right, challengers. What is the real first name of the American model known as Gigi Hadid? Is it Jelena, Zara, or Laura? Gigi Hadid.
Could you spell her second name for me?
Yeah, well, it's Gigi is G-I-G-I,
Yeah.
and then Hadid, as you'd expect, is H-A-D-I-D.
Are you aware of that?
I must confess my ignorance.
I know,
I've never
even
heard
I.
of her.
No, she's she goes out with Zayn from One Direction.
Oh.
So Hadid is, I think it's Iranian or it's Middle Eastern.
Yeah, what do you reckon on that then?
I have.
Oh,
No,
that
I don't think it
I
won't be
don't-
Laura. Won't be Laura.
Gigi sounds like, well, it's probably Jelena rather than. But
I would have said so, yeah.
Or is it Gigi as in Zara? Zara. No,
Should go with
Jelena.
Should go with Jelena, yeah. Bit of an educated guess, Martin.
It's a nice name, but yeah.
Jeremy, we're going to go with Jelena.
Jelena, let's see if you are right. Eggheads, do you know this?
No, I would have. Well, I would have probably gone for Zara on the bet that Hadid is an Arabic-sounding name, and Zara perhaps fits more. But Jelena is a sort of Balkan name. But then again, it could be if she's Bosnian, if it's Bosnian descent.
Jelena is the right answer.
Ah, well done.
It's a shame you didn't send them that question on their side. You might have had a bit of a
Well,
lively
it's possible,
contest.
yeah. I think we might have. It just suddenly occurred to me then. You thought if it's a Bosnian origin,
Yeah.
then Jelena as a Balkan name is more. So we'd have had the discussion.
Okay, Eggheads, you have a chance to take the contest on this question. The American Edward Weston, born in 1886, was a celebrated 20th century figure in which art form? Dance, sculpture, or photography?
Photography.
Is it?
Photography.
I don't know. Okay.
He was a famous photographer, Jeremy, so photography.
The correct answer is photography. We say congratulations, Eggheads, you have won. Oh, Egg, you see, you just ripped into them at the start there, and then they gathered.
Quality came through in the end.
Yeah, that's
absolutely,
it's,
bravo.
It's hard with these three here to get past them. I must say, commiserations, Musicanos. You've seen what they're made of today.
Yeah.
Very much so.
The Eggheads, well done. You fought back and you've continued your winning streak, which is now officially impressive. I'm afraid it means that you won't be going home with the £7,000. So the money rolls over to our next show. Eggheads, well done. Looking pretty unbeatable at the moment, but a few scary moments there, weren't there?
Definitely.
Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers can take them down, and there'll be £8,000 to play for. Until we meet again, goodbye.